For this activity, we're going to create a drawing of a part and then create a section view and a break view. So we're going to start by opening up a title block. Now we're in the sheet background, so while we're here, we might as well go ahead and update the title, the date or name, and the scale if we know what scale we're working with, but we don't really know what the best fit is for this one yet. Let's go ahead back under Edit and go to Working Views. We'll start out by creating a front view of our part. Select the edge that we want the front view to show. And then update our properties. Go ahead and change the scale there so that it fits on our page a little bit better. Start out with a 1 to 5. We're going to end up changing that to 1 to 8. Go ahead and make sure you're showing your hidden lines, center lines, your axes, and turn off your fillets. Just going to delete that label. Hiding the origin. And then we're going to create 2 projected views, one to the top and a second one to the side. Remove those labels as well. Now from here, I want to create a section view of what essentially is the front view. To do that, what I want to do is make the top view my active sketch so that I can draw the section line there. See, I'm not able to do that because it's not the active sketch yet. I'm making it the active sketch now. Notice it turns red around, and now I can do the section cut or the section view. But the cutting plane line I'm going to place right through the middle and then drag the view to the side that I want to show. And then I'm simply going to remove the initial front view that was created and line back up my front view with my side view. So we're going to go to view position and then make sure that those are in alignment. By aligning the view with the original. There we go. Making sure you're clicking on lines to give a reference so that those can be aligned to a surface. Next, we're going to add the isometric view. Making sure you're manually placing this into isometric view, clicking on any surface and placing it. Again, we're going to need to change those properties to have the scale be 1:8. Making sure that we don't have our center lines, axes, or hidden lines showing on our isometric view. And removing that label. From here, I want to add my break view. I'm going to do that on my front view. I'm going to place my line by clicking on my part, and then my second line by clicking on my part again to place the second endpoint, and then clicking away from my part to make the actual cut. Let's see how it just moves everything together from where you remove that material. From here, I need to dimension my part. So I'm going to start by dimensioning it using the diameter dimensions. First, I'm going to do my additive cylinder. Making sure that those are on the side where it shows as a rectangle. And then I'm going to do my subtractive cylinder on the side where it shows as a circle. I will need to update those the properties there, but for now, let's go ahead and select the length dimension to set the depth of the hole, or the pocket rather, because there's not a tapered end like you would see from a drill. And then we'll add our thickness, also with a length dimension. Here we'll add a hole call out using the text leader line. Our diameter was 1 inch through hole with a countersink. That had a diameter of 1.5. I need to add that diameter symbol. And then also I need to add the angle. And that was 90 degrees. So from here, I'll add the radius dimension. Remember, always use the radius format if you have a arc that is smaller than a full circle. And then make sure that you update those properties to show a two-piece leader line, a two-part leader line, excuse me. center to center distance between our circular features there. Let's go ahead and convert all of these over to inches. And then update those properties. So right click, go to properties, and then dimension line. And we're going to change it from regular to a 2-part line for our radius symbols. For those where we have a diameter symbol, we're also going to use the 2-part leader line. We're just also going to have to remove that second symbol. Just trying to fit that dimension on the page here. So for the subtractive cylinder, 2-part leader line, take off that second symbol, and then update the position where it's not in front of our part. And then we can leave the 2 symbols for the additive cylinder because that's the way we want it to look.